Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Everybody, how is everybody doing? Talk to me, talk to me. Listen, if you're not there already, if you're at your computer, go over to the Facebook group, because I want to make this interactive, and I want to do it with the Facebook group. So okay. All right, so let me here. You guys can see this. So yeah, so I'm gonna give you the link here in a second. Computer X, right? Here we go. All right, so I'll put it here in this chat box. All right, yeah. So if you haven't joined already, go ahead and join now, and then you can ask questions in there. You can ask questions and turn this off. Because here's like, as you have questions, it'll be helpful if you ask the questions in the Facebook group and ask like complete questions. Like, don't say like, "What did you mean?" What do you mean? Right there or right now, or whatever. What you just said, because going back, I or you won't be able to figure out what's going on. So if you just kind of make questions, and that way everybody can benefit from it, and we can answer and all that type of stuff. All right, got people from all over Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Wow, welcome, Peter, Todd, Yanti, Chris. What's up, Chris? Bobby, Warbe, how you doing, man? All right, I see all kinds of people here. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of my brother here real quick. All right. All right. So yeah. So let's start with this. I had you guys do some homework prior to this, just to get some of the initial learning out of the way. So I'm gonna do a little quiz. We'll see who did what. So I'll start with the easy question. That question would be, all right, so here's the first question. Are PPV and CPV the same? Are PPV and CPV the same? You can answer on this thing too. On the or you can answer in the group. Somebody answer in the group. All right, somebody said no. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, the answer is yes. Very good. All right. How about let's see. Some basic stuff here. What does CPM stand for? What does CPM stand for? Cost per impression. No, that is not correct. Cost per 1,000 impressions. Yes, that is correct. Cost per 1,000. Correct. Yes, cost per 1,000 impressions. All right. So that's important. It's not cost per impression. So all right. So let me see what else. So I mean, but if you watch the newbie power thing, you guys have got a pretty decent understanding of PPV, right? At least there's basic PPV campaigns, right? Is that correct? All right. So basically what we're gonna do is I've actually kind of listed out step by step exactly how to set up the campaign and even how to optimize the campaign. So we're going to go through it, and it's going to be kind of like these TV shows where like the cook is on there and then they whip up the dish, they make the dish, but then like they pull it out the oven because there's already one made. This is what I'm doing for you because this is a campaign that I've already been running, or I've already run over the past week. So I hold on a second. Somebody's saying I have a problem. Something strange with this formatting. Is does everybody's screen look okay? Because I'm getting some complaints here that some people can't see. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay, that's something else. Okay. Oh, let me see. Yes, yes. Let me accept the people into the group. All right. Okay. 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 All right. So yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go through everything step by step, exactly how to set everything up, and then we'll be able to go back and look at the results that I've already gotten. All right. And so I think that that's gonna be the best way to kind of go through everything. So let's get into it. So again, if you have questions, if you can, if you are on a Facebook group, if you can ask them in the Facebook group, that would be great because then everybody can see it. Because once this webinar is over, nobody's going to be able to see the answers that we gave on the like on the question box in the webinar. So if you can write the questions in the group, and then that will help everybody. All right, so let's do this. Well, first of all, I mean, based on the homework that you did, if you watch those other webinars, like what questions do you have coming in, so I can make sure, I illuminate any areas, that need to be covered, like right off the bat. So, what questions do you guys have from that? Any questions? Any questions from what you the webinars that you did in preparation for this? Okay, guess not. Is Rico here? Yes, Rico is here. He's in the background.
What's up,
He's
guys?
working on some stuff, but he's here. Um. Okay. Let's see. Let me refresh your questions. I saw something about how to set up CPV Lab. Um. Or how to install CPV Lab. Um. Well, you know what? I mean, I can't teach you how to install CPV Lab because I didn't install it. I just had them install it. So, I don't know how much it is or whatever. I forget how much it is, but you can actually go to CPV Lab and have them install it, and that's what I would recommend that you do because I have no idea how to install it. So you got to get somebody else to do it. That's how you solve that problem. So all right, well let's get into it. All right, so here's kind of our lesson for today. I'm going to set up this PPV campaign, and I want to start with PPV because I think it's the simplest thing that we can do. There's very few moving parts. All right, so so we'll get into that. So where's my thing here? All right, so what we're going to do is set up a direct link PPV campaign. All right, which is pretty much the simplest kind of paid traffic campaign you can do. All right, because all you're going to have is a pop, and then and over a target. All right, so these are the words or acronyms that we need to know in order to know what's going on here. So first, PPV stands for pay per view, as you guys know, and CPV stands for cost per view. And like we said, the first question, like they are exactly the same. All right, they're the same thing, just different word for different. PPV was coined by Gohar Chaudhry. He started calling pay per view. I mean, really, pay per view is more accurate because you are paying per view. But CPV is what it's actually, really called originally. That stands for cost per view. So then CPM, like we said, cost per thousand views. EPV stands for earnings per view. Okay. So basically, you're looking at earnings per view versus cost per view, and hopefully the earnings is bigger. All right. And then also target, and what a target is a URL or keyword that triggers your pop. Okay. So basically, on the traffic source that we're going to be talking about today, which is traffic bands. All right. You give them a list of URLs and a list of keywords that you want to trigger your pop. Okay. And so this is kind of how this works. So let's go. I'll show you. Let's go to traffic vans. This out of the way. All right, so let's go to traffic vans. We can show you exactly what it looks like. And I just sent them a payment and they haven't applied it yet. But anyway, so let's go to this campaign. All right, so okay, so this is what the pop looks like. All right, so this is what the pop looks like. So basically, how it works is that people go to traffic vans to download games, and so in exchange for them downloading games, traffic vans gets to install their adware or software on their computer that serves ads. All right, so that's how they pay for the free games and stuff. So that's what I talked about in the 4-hour newbie video. But that's basically how PPV works. Okay, people get some free content in exchange for the free content. The company gets to serve ads on their page, and the way it works is that, and I'll go use an example here. So let's just say we were going to okay, so let's just say one, because that offer is a game. Okay, it's a game geared towards like kids and younger people. So say another site that they would go to, say it was I don't know, I'll just say Toys R Us. All right, so let's just say it's toysrus.com. So when they went to toysrus.com, toysrus.com will come up, and then bam, this will pop up. Okay, in front of toysrus.com. Okay. And so then if the person actually went through and signed up for the game, then you get paid. All right, so that's pretty much how it works. And so your targets are going to be the list of keywords and a list of different URLs, like toysrus.com, that are going to trigger your pop-up. All right, so that's how you get the traffic. Somebody goes to the site, triggers a pop-up, and then your offer's in here, and that's that. All right, so that's that's the like terminology that is important to know. Now this is just a document I put together kind of step by step, and I actually just wrote this kind of like from memory or whatever. So as we go through, I know there will be something that I might want to add to it. So this will be kind of like a living, breathing document. So say this stuff is literally not written in stone, because I just do the stuff, and a lot of times other people do parts of it for me. So I had to kind of sit down to figure out exactly step by step, and if I was doing it myself. So anyway, so let's go through the step by step. Okay, now this step applies to an offer paying $2 or less. Okay, and especially if you're on a budget, I recommend that you start with offers that are relatively low payout, $2.50 or $2 or less, because it costs a lot less to test those offers. Okay, which we'll see here in a second. Yeah, so that's so that's where I recommend that you start, because the other thing too is that you can gather a lot of data, with a pretty small budget. All right, and by gathering data, I mean basically figuring out what works and what doesn't. All right. So this will probably make a little more sense once you get into it, and you can kind of see, real life examples of how this thing goes. So let's start with first things first. Now, I like to, when I first start off with a campaign, I like to start off with like a fresh piece of paper, so to speak, or just like a notepad. Text edit in the case of Max. So I just start off with a blank sheet. Um, then we just fill everything in. All right. So first step number one is pull affiliate links. All right. So basically, what that means is to go into your affiliate network account and get the links. All right. So this is what I mean by that. So we're gonna go into, let's see. All right. So this is like this is an account I just had set up like just to test stuff with. So it's like pretty much not a new account, but it hasn't had any hardly traffic or anything in like over a year. So it's basically the same as a new account. So the offer that we're going to be working with is Wizard 101. Okay, this is a pretty popular game, and how did I know to promote this particular offer? Was because I did, I could teach everybody to do, which is I asked my affiliate manager. I mean, I asked more than one affiliate manager actually, and I got several different recommendations. But this game came really highly recommended by an affiliate manager that was really, really knowledgeable of the game space. So I took his advice and I promoted it, and as you can see, as you will see, promoted it pretty well. So now it's two different versions of this offer. It's two different landing pages, okay? Um, and hold on, I'm gonna have to have y'all here or something. I gotta make sure it's just set up correctly. Okay, cool. All right, so these are the two offers. Now, one thing that you don't want to do is you don't ever want to just run with one offer. Okay, you always want to split test your offers, and even if you have even if you have the same offer, um, somebody's making noise. I have to meet you. All right, so yeah, so even if it's the exact same offer, but you have it at two or three different networks, it's still best to split test it because, you'd be surprised. I mean, the exact same offer is going to have different conversion rates, over networks, even though it's the same offer. So in this case, what we're going to do, we're going to click on each offer. So it's going to be this LP1, which is landing page one. Now here's what you got. Here's what you do to actually pull the link that you want. Let me see. All right, so this is the link. Now we're gonna plug this into CVV Lab, and so the way it needs to go in CVV Lab is it has to have a sub ID. So I normally just put like X or any type of letter, just so it shows the sub ID. And so we're gonna copy this, and then you're gonna put this on your notepad here. So that's link number one. Get rid of the X because you want it to end in app sub equals. So then you do the same thing for the other offer, which is this one, LP3. And then you add sub ID, and I just put whatever just to hold the place. All right. All right, so that's pulling links. That's what I mean by pulling links. You just pull links from the CPA network, and then you put them on sheet paper. And if you want to see what they look like, check out the offers. See what they look like. Here's the first one. Okay, so this is the first one, and then this is the second one. And as you notice, that one doesn't have any sound. but I don't know if you can barely hear it on my computer, but this one actually has sound. Oh yeah, you're not gonna be able to hear that. But here I'll put these I'll put the link, and actually I'll put both of these links. I don't know if Facebook's gonna let me. Let me see here. Yeah. All right. So those are the two links. So you can click on, but the second one has sound. All right. And I will tell you now that when you're dealing with pop ups, I would say like 99% of the time, the one that has sound is going to outperform one that doesn't. So and in my testing bore this out. And under ordinary circumstances, I probably wouldn't have even tested the one that didn't have sound, but for the sake of teaching you guys, it's not like I said. You never want to test just one thing at one offer. All right, so those are the two offers that we're going to use. So step two is build your CPV lab campaign. All right, so um, let's do that. And hopefully you guys have gotten CPV lab done and installed. If not, definitely get it done this week. But you know, this is the correct way. I want to teach you guys the proper way to do this stuff from the jump. Because if you don't properly test and track, if you don't properly track, then you're not going to be successful. So it's pretty much going to be a waste of time to try to do campaigns without tracking. So with that being said, let's head over to CPV Lab. 1 second. All right. All right. So this is one of my CPV Lab installations here. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go up to here where it says add campaign. So you're going to add campaign, and you're going to add direct link and landing page. All right, because right now we're going to be direct linking okay. And basically, all direct linking means that we're going to send the traffic directly to this page. All right, we're not going to have a landing page in front of it. We're not going to have any type of pre-sale page in front of it. We're just going to pop this page directly. Okay, this exact page is going to come up. So that's what direct linking is, and we're going to talk about direct linking as well as using the landing page or pre-sale page. But we're going to start off with direct linking because it's easiest. So basically, again, all direct linking is we're going to give this link to traffic bands, and then whenever one of our target URLs or target keywords is used, then it'll trigger the pop. All right, so let me okay. All right, so let me pause here, make sure it's making sense to everybody. Couple questions. Oh, somebody said that I got CPU Lab and I installed it myself. I can help if someone wants to install it, and that's Ganti. So hit up Ganti Murti if you want help installing it yourself. Do you need to put the e-conversion pixel in now or later? I'm not sure what the e-conversion pixel is, Chris. So I'm going to explain that a little bit. All right, let me check the Facebook group here real quick. Question. Will we have access to the newbie class prior to class number 1? Yeah, I sent it to you. You should have got an email as soon as you signed up. I wanted to do traffic bands referral. Yeah, absolutely. If you guys need traffic bands referrals, just let me know. I'm trying to think how they do that. I think when you actually sign up here, I'll give you my traffic bands username. Let's see, use The name of the account is Elite Clicks Media. Hopefully that's all you need. I guess you can put my name too, but I don't.
Make sure it's HTTPS, and I'm just going to delete this one. I want to click save. And when you click save, in the bottom corner, it should say, when I click save, you'll see this pop.
All right. All right. Okay. Any more questions? Let's see. All right. Hey, Ganty, can you like make a post on the Facebook group so people can hit you up there as far as the CPV lab installation? I appreciate it. So, all right. All right, so let's continue here with CPV Lab. Um, so you're gonna edit direct link landing page campaign. All right, so all this stuff can stay the same. You're gonna name the campaign. So I'll call it Wizard 101 newbie test. Predefined source. Let's see. Predefined source. Predefined source is going to be traffic advance. And so it automatically fills in like how this thing's supposed to look. What else? You don't have anything else to put up here. None of this stuff. All this stuff can stay. And so we're going to click direct link here. So now the landing page stuff goes away. So now we're just going to take our two links that we pulled. And we're going to put one here. I can't remember which one this was. This was 785. So 780. So that was LP1. Okay, so that was LP1. So we'll just call this LP1, and this is LP3. And you can make other notes here, but that's all you really need to do. Let me. All right, so now we're going to put in ID. You can just call this 1, call this one 2. You don't have to even do that if you don't want, but you do. So share, since we're gonna set it up 50-50. All right, because literally just starting off, you're gonna have even split for the whole thing. So basically, it's gonna show this one 50% of the time, this one 50% of the time, and then we'll be able to see, which one performed better. So that's that, and the payout was $140. So $140, $140, and that's it. Save campaign, and okay, and that's it. So we're gonna take this rank right here where it says campaign URL. Okay, we're gonna copy this, and this is what's gonna go to traffic bands. All right, so this link is going to be the one we give to traffic bands. And I'm doing my stuff on traffic bands. The only other PPV network that I would recommend you use is Lead Impact, and they actually have a lower deposit up front. I think Lead Impact is $200. So everything that I'm showing with traffic bands, it applies to Lead Impact. I'm just like, I use traffic bands more. Traffic bands seem to have better quality traffic than Lead Impact. So if you can, I would definitely definitely start there. But either way, everything that I'm showing you will also apply to the impact. All right, so this is ingredient number one that we need to set up our traffic advance campaign. All right, so now ingredient number two is go back to our thing here. Ingredient number two is a target list. Okay, so remember I was saying like you have to give traffic advance a list of URLs and or a list of keywords. So for example, if somebody goes to Google and types in, so see if somebody goes to Google and types in uh, wizard game, wizard game online, so let me think it's the basketball team, then they look at that, then bam, your pop-up comes, okay? So this is if you had wizard game online as a keyword, and then when somebody searched for it, your pop-up pop up, and then they could join the game. All right. So let's talk about the target list. All right. So let's look at this. So we have this game here, Wizard 101, and it's asking. Okay, so it's asking first of all if you're a boy or a girl. All right. So that would kind of tend to make you think that this game is for kids. All right, and you can actually go to the actual Wizard 101 site here. Let's do this. And just start to kind of get some ideas on like some different angles that you can take. Okay, so here's the actual Wizard 101 website. And so as you can see, it's kind of geared towards kids. I mean, you got kids safe game, the characters are boys and girls. So even though I'm sure that there are some adults or whatever that like the game as well. See, look, parents, so it's definitely geared towards kids. So, when I saw this, the first keyword that I thought of was kids games. All right. So, or kids online games. Kids online games. All right. So, once you have like some initial keywords figured out, you want to develop a list of websites that are about kids games. All right, so how do we do that? Well, you could just go to Google and you could type in kids games, and then you could like see all the websites, and you could just get one by one and list them. Okay, kidsgames.org, play kids games, Nick Jr., and you could just make a list of all these different URLs, which especially when you're trying to get a lot of URLs, will take forever. So we have a tool that we use to do this called a URL scraper. All right. Now this is something I'm actually waiting to get my affiliate link. Let me see if he gave it to me already. Because I use a tool to do this, or set of tools called App Portal. Let me see if he's sent me my link. It's by this guy Corey. He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, he doesn't send it yet. So, all right. So anyway, well, I can get it for you guys later. But if you go to App Portal, and again, it's just a suite of tools. If you click on PPV, you find index. What is it? A search scraper. That's what he calls it now. It had different names. Search scraper. All right. So basically, what that means is that you're going to put your keyword in here. So we're going to put a kids games, kids online games. Normally only put like one or two keywords in here. I mean, you can put up to, I think he says, up to 10. So we'll just start with those. And then you determine how deeply you want to search. So, okay, you want to just go to the first page of Google, how many different pages. So, we want to get the first few pages. If you start branching out to like, the first 30, 40 pages, then you're going to get a lot of URLs that are not relevant. So for this one, for example purposes, let's just stick with 3 pages. We'll just get the first 3 pages. And let's see, we don't need all that stuff. All right, so search. There we go. So now it's going to actually go and perform these searches, and then it's going to scrape all of the paid and the organic listings. So it's going to basically give you all of these links right here, all of these over here, all of the sponsored ones. And look at this. On the kids game, Wizard 101 is advertising. Okay, so that's actually a really good sign. Shows that it's probably converting pretty well. All right, so it's gonna do all that stuff. So it's probably done by now. So here we go. So now, so it returned 119 URLs. All right. So now we can export these. There you go. Click here to download. All right, so these are all the ones. Now I'm gonna paste these onto here. We can use the same paper, I guess, here. All right, so now what I want to do is here, I'll make this bigger so you guys can see it better. All right. So basically, it's going to go through here pretty quickly, and the main thing you're looking for is like for example, if they had like YouTube.com here or Google.com, like some keyword that would suck up, that would just have tons of traffic that probably wouldn't convert. So you want to get rid of that. So off the top, I don't see anything like that. Everything seems to be kid and or game related. Now this stuff is not going to work. This is some kind of garbage. This isn't going to work either. Let's see. There's a duplicate. Indie TV. What is that? Let's find out real quick. Indie TV. Some kind of Indian TV. I don't think it has anything to do with kids' games. So I'll kill that. I think I saw some Indie TV down here. I know that was it. Marin Theater. I don't think that has anything to do with kids' games. What the hell is Haroop? Okay, that's a game. So we'll keep that. FBI.gov. Fun kids games. All right, this doesn't look right here. Faculty. EA.com. Oh, that's okay, yeah. EA, that's a game company. Chuck E. Cheese. Might as well. There might be some kids looking that up. It's probably mostly adults trying to book parties. All right, Alfie.com. What's that? Okay, that looks pretty relevant. All right, so now we have this is our targets. All right. Um, so now these are all URLs. Okay, and remember I said you can have keywords or URLs. So um, for keywords, again, this is an optional tool. You can actually use the Google keyword tool. And once you set up an AdWords account, even if it's banned or something, you can still use that tool. But I use Word Tracker, and it actually taps into the Google keyword tool. So yeah. So I would basically, where is uh, uh, here? Hold on a second. I'm not in the right one. See, original. I want the original. Uh, all right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna put in. Let's see, I can just go to Google right here, and this is the same thing as just using the Google keyword tool. All right, so you don't necessarily have to buy a word tracker. You can use the Google keyword tool for this, or another keyword tool. All I'm trying to do is just get a list of keywords related to kids games. So actually, here, let me make a note of this. Let's see. We'll say generate keywords. All right. A Google keyword tool is free, but I believe, and you can Google this. I believe you have to have a Google account to use it, or AdWords account to use it. I'm not totally certain of that, but I think they changed it. So, but anyway, so this is what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna research kids games. And I'm just gonna crank out a list of related keywords. All right. Okay, so here we go. So this is what is this? This is related. Oh no, I got the wrong one. I want to get keywords that are about kids games. Excuse me. All right. So now, somebody said that Lead Impact has made their initial deposit 1,000. Oh man, in that case, definitely do traffic bans then, because that was the one advantage that they had. Okay. Is there a particular number of targets to aim for as a ballpark initially for PPV? I would say at least 100 or two. I mean, it really depends. Like if it's like a really broad category, maybe less keywords, but something like this, I would generally say, between 1 and 200. That's what I normally start with, because you don't want to have too many. I mean, especially if you don't even know what the thing works. So just get some of the core keywords, like all of these, like these right here. and you should be okay. So, all right. So I tell you what, you know what we're gonna do. Let's hold off on the keywords for now, and let's focus on these URLs. So let's do that because we have it was like 100 and something URLs. So we'll come back to the keywords later. All right. So now that we have our URLs, which are right here. One thing I do like to do, okay, like we have this core group of URLs, right? So another tool that the AF portal has is called this. What is it? It is the which one is it? A keyword modifier, I think. Yes. Oh no, this isn't it. Oh, here's my affiliate link right here. Okay, yeah, if you want to get AF portal here, I put it both here. I think it's like a 7-day trial, then it's like $37 a month, I think. But you know, I use it, and you know, again, I think all the tools in it you can find free ones like a free URL scraper or whatever. But this is what I use, so you know, I can teach what I do with reliable, you know, tools and stuff. So there you go. So that's that. I'll put it here too. Now I just got to figure out. Which one is it? Advertiser, scripper. Keyword trim, maybe? No, it's not it. Oh, you're on modifier too. Yeah, here we go. All right, so so for this, what we're gonna do is you can take your list of URLs. Then we could do some other little cool stuff with them. So you can put them in here, URL modifier two, and basically what they're gonna do, you can remove periods and spaces. If you're doing lead impact, you can put some of these other variations, but we're not in lead impact, so we're also going to put different wwws and stuff in front of it, and it's really weird because it's like not necessarily how people type stuff in, but these other variations get a lot of traffic. It's kind of a way of multiplying your keywords, so we will do it. So build list. Now we got these. So now this is what we're going to enter into traffic advance. So we basically like tripled or quadrupled or even more our list of keywords. But here's what we got. So now we have our list of targets. So I'll put this here. I'll put it under here. Actually, I don't put it anywhere. All right, so those are the two things that we need for traffic advance, set up the campaign. All right, we need a list of targets, check, and we need our URL from CBB Lab. All right, so check that as well. So we're gonna go to traffic advance, and we're gonna go to make sure I'm following my procedure here first. Yeah, we did build target list. So yeah, so now we're gonna start the campaign. All right, so I'm just gonna click onto where it says new campaign right here. Oh, they finally applied my money. All right, and then we're gonna name the campaign. So I'll name this one Wizard 101 newbie test campaign. All right, and daily budget. We are going to put $20 for now. All right. So now we're gonna okay. So now we have the campaign set up. Now the way that they do it is you set up a creative after that. So basically, all a creative is a separate page. Okay, so you might want to. So say for example, you might have some other different wizard offers. So each different offer would be a campaign. All right. So we're gonna call it. We can call it test one. That's good. Creative category. It's a game. Now creative URL. This is where we put our CBV Lab URL, which is here, and it's already set up with the correct parameter. Because like it says here, like so this will tell us like what the target was in our reports, and you'll see it. You'll see how it does that. So total budget, I'm just leave it as unlimited because we're already limiting it with the campaign budget. Now this actually is a rotator creative, but I don't really, normally I don't really care. I'll check it just so I can show you the correct way. No, actually I'm not because I ain't writing it down. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But basically, the whole situation is they want to see all the different pages that you're going to be rotating, so they can approve each one. But even if I rotate, which I always do, I really don't check that too much. Talk about region with the U.S. Matching option. I normally click yes for a broad match. But you know what? In this case, like if we're really trying to figure out, what's working and what's not, especially from a budget perspective, then let's leave that unchecked right now. So display, this is going to be a display as opposed to text link. This is going to be display. Normally for frequency cap, I change it 1 out of 12. So basically, this means that it could be seen by the same person once every 12 hours. All right. You don't want to see it too often; they get sick of seeing it. But you want to, see it somewhat repeatedly, so because they might not click on it, the first couple times, but maybe the third or fourth they will. So I like to cut it down to once every 12 hours. Start date should already be set for today's date. At this point, we'll just have it run all the time. Once we get more data, we can kind of maybe have it cut off on times of day where it doesn't perform as well. So we'll do that. Daily budget. Again, we're going to leave that as unlimited. And so that's it. So you just check that you read the terms and conditions. Click next. And then you're going to add your target. So you just go to, where do we have this right here? Copy all these. And this lets you add 5,000 at a time. So that ended up being like 868, which actually is a lot. But whatever. I think a lot of them aren't going to get, some of these different variations aren't going to get a whole lot of traffic. So just click next. All right, and so that's that. So these are the keywords and stuff. Now these are the bids. Now what I like to do is going to have an opening bid, and then it's going to have whatever your max bid is. So I like to make sure I got them all listed here. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to check all of these, and I'm going to use the opening bid. All right, I'm going to use the opening bid, which for most of these it seems like it's the minimum, which is 0.11 cents. All right, or 0.011 cents. So basically a penny. 1.1 pennies is basically what this is costing. So we're going to use opening bids, and then also I'm going to increase that by 10%. All right, so that way, you know, we're not rock bottom, we're a little bit ahead. And so that's that. So click Save Changes. And now I'm going to sort by my bid just to make sure that, like, some of these bids, you know, might get kind of high. I don't want to make sure I'm not bidding ridiculously high or anything. So this isn't bad, yeah, because the highest bid is like 3.3 cents, so we can live with that. So all right, so that's that. And so we go down to next. And this is like summarizing everything. Finish and save. All right, and so now, you know, they have to look at it and approve it, and but that's it. It's set up. So now it's basically waiting to be approved. All right. So that's how you set it up. Now, before I go any further, let me get some questions, y'all. Any questions? I'm not sure about the limit. The question was, is there a limit of how many characters URL can have? I'm not sure if there is or not, but if you do hit the limit, then you can go over to App Portal, and they have a URL shortener, I believe, or URL shrink, and a keyword trim. So one of those that can chop it down in size. But I mean, you're not really gonna have. I don't think you're gonna have. It's gonna be necessary to have like super long URLs. Let's see. Do we use a name for the traffic source sub ID 1? Not sure what that means. If traffic events toolbar is downloaded for games, do offers besides game offers work? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And that's, you know, that was one of the big misconceptions about traffic bans, especially when they first came out, because since they built their audience from game bans, you know, people are thinking that that's the only thing that works. But I mean, I've been advertising on traffic bans for years, and we've gotten all kinds of stuff to convert, all kinds of stuff. So it's not good for just games. CV Lab will generate the conversion pixel, then we enter into the network. Is that right? Yes, that is right. But you don't have to do the CPV Lab pixel. In this case, this offer doesn't allow us to do it. So, you know, so you don't have to do it. You can just upload the sub IDs, which is what I'm going to show today. Any more questions? Comments? Is this making sense? Here. So right now, you know how to set up a PPV campaign. How do we know if the offer converts? Hold on, Chris. Hold your horses, man. Hold your horses. Is it making sense? Nobody's commenting. Talk to me. Talk to me. All right, cool. All right. So now, let's see where we are here. All right. So now we're going to set the daily budget. All right, set the daily budget for $20. All right. And I already did this part. And made this part. Okay, so after the $20 is spent, compare CPV Lab stats to the Traffic Advance tool. All right, so when did I start this campaign? Let's see. And I guess like the whole intent of this too is if you need it, when you go through and actually set up your campaign yourself, you can have this video kind of playing, you know, and you can follow it like step by step. So that's kind of the intent. So all right, so let me see, when did I start this event? When did I start this campaign? 521. All right, so let's go back in time and let's see what happened on 521. Okay, so this is okay, so these are, so okay, so that's that. So let me go to traffic van. Actually, let me back up. Let me back up. Like Chris was asking, how do we see the conversions in traffic events? Here, let me make sure that this is working now. 1 second, 1 second. Okay, cool. All right. So let's go into the offer here, and let's see. Now I was running this through another account, so this is literally just the conversions from like the past hour. But once you go into your Rockstar Alliance Media account, you're gonna click on reports, and then you're gonna go down and click on conversion report. All right, so click on conversion report, and the bad news is my conversions are not showing up. And why is that? Why is that? Um, she. Something ain't right. I don't know why my pen somebody to offer. I don't know what the problem is with this. I don't know why I said. Actually, real quick. Hey, Rico.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, can you hear me?
yeah. Hey, do you have any idea why the sub ID isn't passing on this Wizard 101? Because I just pulled the conversion report and it's like there's no sub ID one.
Okay, let me see. I'd have to, maybe it might be the pixel if it looks like CPV that might be set up okay.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. So anyway, you can check it out. I need to
I'll
find.
check real quick.
All right, let me find an example of one for you guys. Let's see. I don't have anything else in this. All right. Okay. Well, let's make pretend that we have. I'm trying. I just show you guys what it looks like here. Here, I know what I can do. I need to go into another account. So let me. I'm gonna have to black y'all out for a quick second. here we go. All right, I'm gonna find another account that I can show you guys how to do this. Okay, here's another account, and I don't have any conversions here lately, but let me see if I can do a conversion report. And we'll say, I don't know, when this thing last had some action. Let's just say May, see if, or no, it's probably not May. Let's go back 3 months. All right, here we go. All right, so this is the sub IDs. Okay, so these are all from CPV Lab. Okay, so as you get conversions, you do your conversion report, and then you'll see the sub ID one. Like this is what we should have seen on the other one, so we got to fix that one. But this is what it looks like. This is what it will look like for you. And so just click over here, export to CSV, and then you're going to open it up. And all you do is you copy these IDs right here, sub ID 1. Just copy all of those. They go over to CPV Lab and go up here where it says update stats with converting sub IDs. Click on there, and then you just paste all of those sub IDs in there. Click save. And then saves them. Then you go here, you can check your stats. All right. So that's how we get the conversions in there. Now there's also, I mean, that's how you do it, and you get the most accurate results. Okay. Now also, CPV Lab gives you a pixel. Okay, so this image pixel, and you could send that into. Well, actually, you can place it yourself. You can take this, and go to the offer, which was back. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me go back. All right. Well, let me handle this conversion report. All right. So you go into the offer right here, and you go down here where it says conversion, pixels and URLs, and so you actually put already. Well, this is for add somewhere, but you can add a new conversion pixel. So basically, it's right here where it says add new conversion pixel to URL. You put that there, and then you save it, and then that. And so what'll happen is basically that'll save you from having to upload the sub IDs all the time. But for some offers, that didn't work out for some reason. Oh, because I didn't make it. You got to make it secure, I think. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't work. But anyway, in the case of that Wizard 101 offer, due to the way that the tracking set up, we can't actually just place the image pixel. So therefore, our only choice is to upload the sub IDs, like I showed you before. But anyway, so let's get back to CPV Lab. So now we have our data. So let's go back to the 21st of May. Okay, so this is what happened. I'm gonna show you how to read this in a second. Yeah. All right. So let's check this out. All right. First thing we want to look at is our two offers. All right. Um, and basically, as you can see, as I predicted, the one without sound did way better than the one with sound. All right. And as you can see, well, as you can see, I already paused this one because I mean this one 0.368 conversion rate. And conversion rate here, we add that in here. Add this to our terms real quick. Conversion rate is the number of conversions divided by impressions. All right, so in this case, conversion rate is way worse than that. So immediately, first step you take to optimize this is to cut this one off. All right, so what we would do is we would go, actually here, let's go to, let's go to the newbie test one here. And we would, LP1 was the one that sucked, so we make that, so actually we just make that inactive. And then we would make LP3 100%, so all the traffic goes to there. And so there we go. So right there, we've optimized our campaign quite a bit, just by getting rid of that one landing page. And again, like when you're dealing with PPV, I mean, 99 times out of 100, the page that has sound will outperform, the same page without sound, right? Because against a pop-up, catches people's attention, and makes them, at least look at it, and then improving your chances that they'll click on it and take some action. All right, so that's step number one in our optimization. I think I have it on here. Yeah, there we go. So check the offer stats, and if one has significantly outperformed the others, pause the others. If it's close, set the percentage to give less exposure. All right, so if it was kind of close, then maybe I would send 30% of the traffic to the lower one and 70% to to the better one, at least until we had a clear winner. All right, so that's step one. All right, so step two is we're gonna compare our results with the actual cost from traffic bands. All right, so let's do that. All right, so we're gonna find. Okay, so this is from May 21st. So what you could do is kind of like make them side by side. And all right, so we can, what you do is you can go up here to target optimization tool, and then go to display, and then display creatives. And we're gonna, we want to look at the Wizard 101 campaign. All is those two creatives. We want all creatives. We want to give a date here, so we're going to say 5/21. 5/21. All right, so I like to sort by cost, because ultimately, I want to see what cost the most, and if it was profitable, and do I need to cut it off. All right, and descending order. So I want the highest cost ones first. Now, this, if you have more than one creative, uncheck that, so it'll just lump them all into one. And then show targets. Will we be getting your note steps for building campaigns off this webinar, future webinars? Yes. In PDFs, I can make it a PDF if you want. I mean, this is a Word document right now. All right. Okay. So everybody follow me so far? Questions, comments? Let me check the group here real quick. And again, that's another reason why I want you to write good questions in the group. He says your CV lab looks different from mine. I might not have the most updated one. Yeah, it might be my fault. If you got it new, I don't think I've updated it, so that's probably why it looks different. All right, so no questions. All right, good. All right, cool. All right, so let's let's look and see. Now here's the deal. Here's the downside. Like again, like the way the tracking was set up as Wizard 101, you couldn't actually install the traffic bands pixel. Normally, so you have a conversion pixel that you can make with traffic bands, and you can put it on the offer, and then right here, like it'll show the conversions and stuff right here. But unfortunately, we don't have that, so therefore, kind of got to do it manually like this. All right, so let's look. First one, I just look at what spent the most money. Okay, so that day was AnimalJam.com, and AnimalJam.com made us $450, spent $11, so definitely pause that one. And as you can see, over time I've already paused these, but this is the whole thought process. I go one after. Okay, abc.com, it cost $6.65, and it made $6. Still, and in this case, it's pretty much broke even. And you take into account the other page that sucked. I actually did test this a little bit longer, but as it turned out, I mean, it was not. It was right around break even, so I ended up pausing that one. Games.Disney spent $5.25, made $3. I'll pause that. So basically, all of these lost money. Disney $4.80, Disney over here made $4.50, so that's not bad. But if you look at where we're bidding, like the minimum is 1.1 cents. We're already at we're at 1.28, so it's like you really can't go down enough to make make a profit. So as primary games, I don't know if it was profitable that day, but right here, this day it actually wasn't profitable, but in subsequent days, it actually ended up being profitable. So anyway, so like I said, these pauses are based on maybe like 5 or 6 days of traffic, well, not, maybe 4 or 5 days of traffic. So I've already, subsequently turned some of these off. But as you can see, I mean, this is what you have to do. You kind of got to go, one by one. Scholastic.com cost $2.18, and it made $4.50. So in this case, like after this day, I had left Scholastic.com back on. However, in subsequent days, it didn't do as well, so I ended up having to cut it off. So that's one thing that happens. Like your targets, like sometimes your targets start off making money, and they ended up not making money, and vice versa. Especially if you can improve the conversion rate of your page, if you can, then a lot of times you want to turn those keywords back on, and you might make money. So anyway, the bottom line is you go through all of these, and like if it has spent more, then I especially look for these with a 0. Okay, so agame.com, and this cost right here is pretty much an estimation. I just estimated that I was paying like 2 cents per view, which actually I think is a little bit high. So let me just see real quick on that day. I'll just I'll do another window. So if I look at I'll go from 521. Okay, so overall, I spent $50 that day, and so my CPM was 1789. So basically, my cost per view was 0.017 cents. All right, and I estimated 0.02 here. So I have spent 52.80, spent 50. So it's close enough. So that's that. So let's go back to here. So that's basically what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, okay, now this one, Wizard, it spent $1, and at the time, that's not even, was it Wizards? Yeah, Wizard had 0 conversions. So, but anyway, so these haven't really, made a lot of money, but this is after, these are like initial modifications I would make are, make like definitely these ones at the top. I mean, start at the top. And, so definitely with these, you want to determine, what worked and what didn't. All right. So that's the process that you're going to go through. So you're going to do that. And for something like this, it pays $1.40. I would do, I would do $20 at a time. So you pause the targets, we pause the one offer. So then, we can put $20 more on. So now, instead of, our daily budget being $20, we'll make the daily budget $40, unless it's at the end of the day and it's going to repeat. But I'm assuming that you're doing this in one day. So that's basically, so we do it again, and we spend, more money and repeat those same steps. All right. So let's fast forward to, so let's see. Now the thing that's like, the thing that is a little different with this is that, like, when I first started testing it, like there was a lot of, there was a lot of targets that I had to pause, and I just wanted to see if I could improve the performance with a landing page. And as it turned out, and I tested a whole bunch of them. As it turned out, the landing page just did not do as well as the as the direct linking. All right, so the stats are kind of skewed because I did so much testing. I mean, if I would have just stuck with just the direct linking, actually would have been way more profitable. But my focus wasn't necessarily just making a little profit. I was just trying to, I was just trying to make it convert better so that I could, make a lot more money in the long run. So the stats, I'll say the stats can be a little off. And the other thing I found is that the performance improved. Like the first 2 days, I ran it. It was maybe like 2 cents a click. All right, and then it went up to like 6 cents a click. It's kind of mellowed out now to about like 3 cents a click, 3 or 4 cents a click. So it actually improved. So that may have been just most likely due to different days or different times of day. And we could take a look at that, but you have to kind of have enough data to look at before you can make those determinations. All right, so let's now, but the only thing is, like, this is like not a lot of data to look at. I mean, you're looking at $50 across, a couple of hundred targets. All right, so so I like the most data I can look at, the better. So let's widen this out to let's just widen this out to say the 24th. So the first 4 days, basically. I'm at 24. All right, so this is after a few days. So here, let me have this go to the same time. Okay, so this is over a longer period. And so right off the bat, as you can see, I tried Animal Jam a few more times with the different landing pages, but still, made $19 and cost $32. So that's not good. Cool Math Games actually had a little bit of a loss. Oh no, it's profitable. $32 and made 36. But the other thing is that like I said, I was testing a whole lot of landing pages that weren't very successful. So take it with a grain of salt. But again, just kind of doing the same thing. Okay, addictinggames.com. And look and notice this. Look at the ones that are getting traffic. There's WW, because remember we had that one tool where we made all different variations, and this is actually WW. I mean, it's actually getting more traffic than, just coolmath-games.com or even the www one. So it's weird how stuff happens, but same thing with Addicting Games, WW. So Addicting Games. And again, the other way you can look is a CPA. I mean, we're only getting paid $1.40. Okay, so so if you're looking at all of these, or as you can see, well, look, really, CPV Lab makes it easy for you. Like pretty much everything in the red, is losing money. This primary gains right here is just about breaking even. So this Animal Jam would be if we could get a cheaper clicks, but the lowest we can do is 2 cents. So that's pretty much it, And so really, you could almost sort of like this. You could just sort by EPV, earnings per view. And I mean, if you really want to just keep it cut and dry, you could just basically pause everything but these, but the ones that are profitable. I mean, just a really quick way to look at it. Now, however, some of these are going to be pretty close, and so depending on the time of day, or how the page is converting, some of those might be profitable, but really you could just do that, and I'll stretch it out to today. And so this is what you have. These are all the ones that made money. But again, actually, I have the wrong. Like some of these. Oh no, I have the CPC set a little higher. But anyway, like I know the Cool Math Games, like you can get it for like 1.2 cents. So that would actually be, where's it at? That I would work with this one, and it's profitable already. Assuming that you can buy the traffic for less than 0.1 cents. I don't know why it says 0.3 right here. Yeah, it's like this. Actually, let me put the right. So it looks like the average was about 1.7. Actually, here, I'll get the more exact. And again, this is an average because each target has their own individual bid, but you can just give an accurate number here. No conversion, so it's 0.1, more creatives. Actually, yeah, we want monthly this month. I don't want all campaigns. All right, so now it's a little higher. It's actually, or lower. It's actually 1. Okay, we'll call it 1.577. So we'll call it 1.58. so now some more of these should be in the black. So yeah, so really in a nutshell, and you can just basically the way I would do it is, matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. Do it right now. I'm going to go to target optimization tool, display creatives, and find one. And cost. All right, now check this out. This is where the magic happens right here. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move you over. All right. I'm only concerned with like a lot of these, they haven't even triggered any pops yet. So I'm only interested in the ones you know, that are kind of up here. So let's do this. Let me do. Let's do a top 50. No, that's even too little, too few. All right, so really, most of these are already paused. We'll take everything. Let's see. All right, well, let's just go. Okay, these only had like a little bit of traffic, so I think these are already okay. So let's look at some of these other ones. Herotopia. That seems to be a good one. So you can go up to let's see. You can click on your targets filter, add targets. So let's look up Herotopia. Make sure those are on. All right, so all of these are on, and all of these we have decent bids on now. If you look at these, like these are pretty profitable. Looks like this Herotopia is pretty good here. So let's increase our bids because like right now we're good here, 1.6. I'd probably go up a little bit here because we want to get number one. Let's go 1.5. But all these other ones, like we're our bids are kind of low. So okay, let's just make them all 1.5. Let's see what that does. So basically, you know, I want to make sure I'm getting like maximum exposure for the keywords that I'm doing good on. All right, so that's that one. Marvel Kids Games. Yeah, we never cut that off. Monster High. So you start seeing the same one over and over again. That are profitable. Monster High. Let's see if we got any more Monster High. No Monster. Oh, it was all one word. Oh, but that okay. I need to add the target then because I just have it for one word. So I need to add that one. Let me make a note. So Monster High obviously was good here. Well, how did MonsterHigh.com do? Didn't get that much traffic. So so again, that was like pretty profitable. So I can go up on the bid a little bit because we're low on all of them. So I would go like all right. So what else we got? Jumpstart. Now I happen to know that Jumpstart um, it was pretty profitable. I thought it was had more than one of them. Maybe not. All right, so Jumpstarts. Okay, so we got a few Jumpstarts. So this is the one. That's one of our like our best producers here. We got 26 conversions, 45 cents conversion. So we're like killing that one. So let's make sure we're getting higher. Okay, this one we're good in, but these other ones were low. So here, so let's that one's here. All right, so all these other ones, actually, this is let me see, all of these. Let's go up to let's go up to 1.5. But I want to go up higher than this because this opening is a 0.3, so we'll go 0.35 on that one. But does it make sense what I'm doing? Like these are keywords that seem to be pretty profitable, so let's maximize the bids, so we can get more traffic from those. All right, so now we got Club Penguin. I thought I saw another one. Let's look at primarygames.com. That one got a lot of conversions. Not as profitable. But okay, so we have primary games. Yeah, it's already okay. Yeah, we're already got pretty good bids on those. Let's see, Movie Star Planet. That looks like it's got some promise there. All right, now we got a bunch of these keywords now. Some of them we already killed. But these other ones, like Movie Star Planet just by itself, where's that? Oh, that one's not profitable. So here we need to kill this one. All right, but Movie Star Planet, which one we have up here? Movie Star Movie Star Planet. We spent $260 and made $450. So yeah, that's good. So we need to unpause that one. And where's WW? Here, I'm gonna sort by views because it's easier to find. WW Movie Star Planet. Oh, here it is. All right, two conversions. So we got made $3. Spent 5. Yeah, that can stay paused. All right, so we're gonna unpause that one. All right, so now let's go back. And again, we just want to make sure that anything that has spent we'll start here with the $1.40. We'll start killing stuff here. So actually, yeah, we'll start here. All right, so U game zone. Is that down here somewhere? Let's have some more. U game zone got 1 conversion. Okay, so it can stay nickjr.com. 1 conversion. Okay. War tune to games 0. So you can get paused, buddy. Calibex. Calibex. Let's see that one. Yeah. Calibex.0. It can go. Cool Math for Kids got 0. It can go. Nickelodeon. Let's see, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon got 2, so it's $3. Spent $2.60. All right, I can live. Wizards. Wizards got 0 conversion, so it can already got that one. Wizards games. Games. I want to see games. Why am I not seeing games? Games. Oh, well, I already had pauses, so. All right, Neopets. Neopets needs to die. All right, so all of these are already killed. Primary games is cool. All right, so that's it. All right, so we'll just pause those. So now, most of the traffic is all being sent to either targets that haven't got that much traffic yet, or to the ones that converted profitably. And also, we added some more, targets that were similar to to our winners. All right. Any questions on that or anything else so far? Are you adding more targets related to the initial keyword in this example? Yeah, well, I was adding more targets related to the targets that had converted profitably. So the ones that were profitable, I basically tried to, first I wanted to increase the bids of that keyword and related keywords. And then the next step, is to take these ones. Like, for example, like if you look at like if you look at which one is like super profitable? Yeah, if you look at Jumpstart, okay, Jumpstart, like almost all the Jumpstart keywords were really profitable. I mean, 20, it's like 26 conversions, 45 cents per conversion. So it will behoove us to find as much Jumpstart we can as possible, like different Jumpstart type keywords and all different variations. Might even try jumpstart.net or something. You know, so stuff like that. So like you'll look at stuff like that. And same thing with Movie Star Planet. Even though some of the Movie Star Planets weren't profitable, a lot of them were. So we could go back and add more targets based on the ones that converted. So hopefully that makes sense. I will check the replay out. My nephew is graduating from high school in 30 minutes. All right, Les. Hey, congratulations to your nephew. And yeah, the replay will be ready this evening. So, all right. Any other questions? Let me check the Facebook group. Questions, comments. Trackbands rejected my landing page as the offer has exit pops. How to remove the exit pop from Wizard 101? I didn't think it had exit pops. Let me see. Where's let's see here. What do I do with those two links? Unless they just added them. I'm trying to find these links. Oh well, let me just go in here. Yeah, there's no exit pop. Just submit it again. I mean, there's no exit pop. I don't know what they're talking about. Because let me see if my new campaign got accepted. Yep. See, the one I just set up earlier is approved. So I don't know. They might be smoking something. So yes, just maybe just resubmit it. All right. Let's see. Greg, what's the max you can make a day from a campaign like this once it's optimized? I mean, it varies. I mean, it really depends on how hard you can go, how many angles that you can go. I mean, this is all just based on like kids games, and then I got a list of the thing I want to do for my daughter. I did creative or campaign for her, and I just had her list of different websites and and games that she liked or whatever that were popular, and she came with a list of 30. There's way more than 30 games and way more than 30 websites out here for kids. So it's really limited by how many targets that you can come up with. I mean, I think the biggest, the highest day we had as far as revenue so far is maybe like 127 something dollars. So, I think, and that was with a lot of stopping and starting, a lot of testing. So I mean, definitely a few $100 a day. I mean, but honestly, like if it's something that like if I really focus on this, you know, I could probably pull at least $1,000 a day out of it. Maybe more. You gotta understand, there's a lot of kids out here, and people that like, not just kids, but people that like to play games. So you know, Yeah, no, I believe you, Peter. You know, I just, I mean, you look at it and tell me if there's an exit pop to you. Unless, is it the other one? Is it the if so, just because I know that Landing Page 3 definitely doesn't have an exit pop. So let's see. When you find a profitable target like Jumpstart, can you then use Quantcast Alexa to find some demographic targets? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Quantcast doesn't have as much information now if the uh, if the site isn't like indexed by them or whatever. But you know, yeah, Alexa, you know, definitely have some you know, some similar sites, you know, similar demographic targets. So yeah, absolutely. Alexa, you could use, and you could just plug in the site to, you know, Google Jumpstart, you know, and you know, try to find more stuff like it. And hopefully your question was answered, Ganty. You said when you, as far as targets getting approved, my chat advance, yeah, like they'll approve the campaign at first, and then they'll approve the keyword second. Um, should we compare cost versus earnings per target each day, or after the initial $20 was spent? You need to compare it. Like initially, I would compare it every $20. You know, so if you spend $20, then the next hour you spend 20, I look at it again. You know, I keep looking at it until you know that you eliminated the targets that are wasting your money, that are not making money. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's not just at the end of the day; it's at the end of the period where it's before you spend more money. You know, you want to look. Um, all right. Anything else? Let me refresh this. All right. But actually, Anton, that's a good thing that you bring up, because I hear so many people say, "Well, I only want to spend $30 a day or $20 a day or whatever." So they spend the $20 and then they wait till the next day to send more traffic. And you know, really, that doesn't make a lot of sense, because you can. Um, why would you want to wait a whole day to get more data and try to figure out what works? Because the quicker you find it, the better. Then the more money that you can start making. So you don't necessarily have to put artificial time barriers, you know, as far as like what you're going to spend on traffic. Just like I was saying, like I go $20 $20 at a time. So $20 at a time. And hopefully, you know, it won't take too many times for you to, for you to be profitable. Let's see. Sheesh. Does Traffic Advance create new targets for you? No. When and how do you go about scaling the Wizard campaign? Well, I mean, I did part of it already. You know, again, basically um, taking those targets that converted and just making more of those. So here, so I'll give you an example. We can I'll show you exactly, because I got to do it anyway. Um, so here, let's go back to CV Lab here. All right, so I'm gonna sort by EPV again. Now, one thing you gotta realize, like these ones that have like one conversion, like it really doesn't mean a whole lot, because because there's only one, and you never know when the second one's coming. Like once you get two and three, then you kind of get an idea. Okay, this is profitable. So let's look at Herotopia. Is obviously, because this is like one, two, three, four, and all on profitable. So let's get some more Herotopia keywords. Um, so here, so let me get my handy dandy worksheet here. All right, so we got Herotopia. Make this big so y'all can see it. All right, so we got Herotopia. What else we got? We got Jumpstart. We got, looks like Monster High got 3. Yeah, let's say Monster High. Here, let me check something real quick. Let me check on Traffic Advance real quick. Let me go back. I just want to check to make sure. I can't remember what we did before. Oh, this. Oh, actually, this was the one thing. Yeah, I'm going to add Monster High for sure. Didn't have this one. Oops. So I just want to see if we had any other variations of it that lost money. Oh, I forgot to take this off. No, so none of the other Monster High things really got a lot of run. That's why we increased the bid. So, but yeah, let's do. We'll add Monster High to the to this list here, and what else? What else? Utopia, Nick, Start, Club Penguin, Friv. Oh, Friv actually was in here a couple times. Friv. So yeah, so let's see what Friv is all about. My daughter told me about that one. Okay, so a couple of them we killed. Friv.com. Let me check. Okay, so some of these were not profitable. So, but Friv by itself was. All right, what else? Secret Builders went 1. Friv. So I think Friv is worth it. We'll get some more Friv words. What else? NickJr.com, Nick.com. Here, let's check out Nick. See if we something on there we can get with. Nicki Minaj diet. Oh, I don't want that one. All right, so looks like Nickelodeon. A lot of the Nick stuff is still going good. So we'll go Nickelodeon, which is where. Okay, yeah, so we got Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. All right, so we'll start with these. Vintage. Yeah, we'll start with these. And so first thing I'll do is we'll put these into the what's the name? AF portal. So pull up the search scraper. Those keywords. I'm going to place periods with, oh no, I don't know periods in here. So, all right, we'll go 4 pages deep. So let that do its thing. As far as scaling, I mean, yeah, I mean, we'll scale it as far as it can go on Traffic Vans, but we'll definitely do some other traffic sources because now that we know how well it converts, the whole next step is to, well, first of all, we definitely put it on lead impact. So we have it on both PPV networks. But yeah, the next step after this would be media buys. You could definitely scale it out on media buys. Unfortunately, this offer does not allow Facebook traffic, so we can't do Facebook, but we can definitely do media buys, and we'll do that probably next week. How would I use traffic to send traffic to my own offer, or must it be an offer from a network? No, it can be your offer too. It doesn't matter. It can be your offer. When you're adding these targets in Traffic Vans, are they already on the list we uploaded, or is Traffic Vans going out and locating them? Traffic Vans is not going out and locating anything. They're just, your targets are going to be the ones that you actually input there. All right. Okay, so there's I could already see some stuff that is very irrelevant. So let's download this. Here, I'll get another page here. SOI stands for single opt-in. Single opt-in. All right, so basically, they don't have to double opt. They don't have to respond to an email. Once they fill out their information, then you get paid. All right, so what are these things? I don't know. We don't think we need those. Let's see here. These all look, I don't know what the wires.com is. Let's see what this is. Don't want that. WP Jumpstart. That sounds like something that's not toy related. In fact, I'll just kill it. Probably WordPress. Washington Post. Definitely not. These are too long. All right. Let's see. This is. Let's see. Here might be one right here. SpongeBob. This might be for the future. I need to see if this converts. So here, I'll just put SpongeBob by himself. Some of these, I'm sure we probably already got. Calculators program. Always Nick. Next tag. Hell no. All right, just trying to weed out these ones that are not applicable. All of America. I don't think so. Let's see. This Jumpstart got a whole bunch of stuff that I probably don't want. Jumpstart Burks. That stuff is all. It will kill. I'll kill this. Let's see what the hell this is. New Arrowman. Doesn't sound like something for kids. Jumpstart that over. Negative. I still give her all this bullshit. Already got jumpstart.com. All these IMDb's. I wonder if these are kids' movies. Yep, Monster High. Oh, cool. Gory Gazette. What the hell is this? Okay, this is from Monster High fans, so we'll keep that. See, most of them, are good. It's just you gotta weed out. Some of them are not. Like gardening and landscaping. I don't think so. Friv. I think these are all good. Yep. All right, so that's good. Fatigue be gone. I don't think so. Calibex already got. Beats by Dre. Negative. Now let's see what the hell this is. Yeah, looks like kids. That'll work. I think all of these are dead. All right, so For these, we'll just I got trade.com. I'm not gonna put these and get all different variations and stuff. I got nick.com. All right, so I'll just take these and we'll put them in here. All right, so I'll add it to this campaign here. All right, so we put in 209 more targets. I mean, you know, in order to generate volume from PPV, there's two things that you can do. You can either have big targets, like targets with lots of traffic, like if you bid on, YouTube.com or, like big sites like that, or you just have to have a whole lot of targets, all right, like into the thousands, all right. So we're just getting started here. Before we started, I had like 200 keywords or 400 altogether. So so that's that. So now the other thing I want to do, so that's how you get some URLs. The other thing I want to do is get some keywords as well. So I'm gonna use a word tracker like I showed you earlier. And all right, so yeah, so let's go to word tracker and let's put in Herotopia. And we have nothing. All right, so let's put in Monster High. All right, so we got Monster High. We got all kinds of keywords here. In fact, I think we have, I don't know how many, but we're gonna export the list. There's 1,000 keywords. Export. Let me just look real quick, make sure it's something that I don't want. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so export. And we'll do the same thing with the other keywords. Monster High. I'm not gonna do Jumpstart because that's too generic. And we'll do Monster High like this too. All right, so we got 45. Some of them we already got. So we'll export these two. What else do we have? Friv. All right, we got 758 Friv. So we'll export those. And what else? Nickelodeon. So this is going to give us a ton more of targets that we can scale up with. And finally, Nick Jr. Actually, we'll go Nick Jr. and Nick with a space. Oh, you know what though? This is gonna be too many. Here, well, I'll just copy some of these because it's gonna be it's gonna be too many. It's gonna be too many unrelated. So we'll just go. We'll just go Nick Jr. Is that the one? Nick Jr. games. Already got those. All right, that's good enough. And then all right, so that's that. So now we're gonna go back to traffic advance and go back to add targets. And now we're just gonna go to we downloaded all these different things. So let's start here. So here's the Monster High. All right, so this is this one. All right, so that's that one. 11. All right. 12. And you can add up to 5,000 at one time, so I'm just dumping all these in there. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Did I do 13 already? I lost track. That's 12. All right, so almost done adding these targets. But this is how you scale CPV. Adding targets. All right. So that is all the targets. Add targets. And bam, we're done. So that's that. Now you can come back and raise the bids. Matter of fact, here, I'm gonna do that. Assuming that all these are just added. Yeah. All right. So I'll do it like this. I'll basically just want to raise the bids just slightly, so I'm not like, because if everybody just stays at 1.1 cents, then it's like a big tie for first. So I'm just gonna sort by my bid. Then here we go. Then I can raise them. Some of these how can I do this? Here, let's do it like this. Do 500. All right, so now I should be able to. Yeah. All right. So now I'm just gonna select them all. Use opening bid. Then increase it by 10%. And that way, at least we're not at the minimum. So if everybody else bid the minimum, we'll be a little bit ahead of them. All right. So that. All right, well that's that. I can do the other ones later. So that's basically how it goes. You go through and you evaluate. Now this one, I already was running traffic, so let me see what the thing is on. Yeah, see right now. So far today we spent $31, and I have it set for 150. So I'll periodically check it out. So as we spend more money, I'm not gonna play with the budget because I wanted to keep spending. At this point, like it's profitable, so I'm not worried about losing money. So I'm gonna keep the bid at 150. I mean the daily limit at $150. But I'll probably was it 325. So probably in a couple hours, whatever. I'll definitely look at it and make any adjustments. But that's what we're doing. I mean, this is what we're doing. Here's the steps right here. Pause targets that have spent more than the payout amount without a conversion, or even if it's lost money. So, say if it's spent $4 and you made $3, it's probably something you're going to cut off because otherwise you're going to you don't really have anything else to change. If you can't lower the bid enough to make it profitable, then pause it. And you saw, you see how many things keywords I had paused. I mean, it was a lot, so because a lot of them are going to be unprofitable, but the ones that are profitable, we want to keep them going, get better placement so we can bid higher if we can afford it, and then just add more targets like the ones that produce. So does all that make sense? Questions? Which version of Word Tracker are you using? Whatever the newest one is. Oh, you must be on the old one. Yeah, you gotta like log out, and I don't know how you do it. But the first time I logged into it, I was on the old one, but then I logged all the way out. Then you can log back into the new one. 3 plans of Word Tracker. Which one are you using? Man, I don't know. Where is it? I don't know, but I think it's like $60 a month or something. I don't know. All right. Questions, comments. Ask some questions on Facebook, on the group. The CV Lab have to be on VPS hosting. Yes. It does. Not shared. Would you set up separate campaigns to target URLs and keywords and traffic fans? Yeah, I do sometimes. Which is usually more profitable. Usually the URLs are more profitable. But once you get it profitable, you're going to want to generate more traffic so you can use keywords. So yeah, sometimes I do separate them, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter because I'm going to keep on whatever's profitable anyway. So let's see, Edward. You mentioned that some popular traffic or also work, and you can share the good popular traffic sources. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that right now. We can work on that next week. Right now, I just want you to focus on traffic advance or lead impact. I just want to get rolling there. And keep in mind, I mean, like setting the campaign up for lead impact is pretty similar to traffic advance. Obviously, it's not exactly the same, but you can figure it out. I mean, it's not like rocket science or anything like that. Again, as long as you have those, your target, your list of targets, and your actual CPV lab URL. That's pretty much all you need. Okay. And again, I've realized that Traffic Vance has $1,000 deposit thing, and that may not be comfortable for everybody. So now that you guys are in this Facebook group, you guys can connect if you guys want to go in, 2-3 people together or whatever. I mean, just keep in mind that somebody still has to pay it, and out of their card, even if you share the money. I mean, even if you share it, and B, if you have one account, you're going to be able to see other people's campaigns, which may or may not be a problem. So that's if you have, if you have to, that's something that you can do. It's better than not having it, because as far as I'm concerned, you can't do this without tracking. Now, if you already have, I know somebody before asked me they had Prosper 202, and if they can use that, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, there's no really huge advantages that CPV Lab has, over it. I mean, I just prefer CPV Lab. I don't know how to use Prosper 202, so I'm showing you what I do, and so that's that. But the traffic is like is a have to have. So there you go. C set up as LLC. This is the best business platform for operation. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's pretty easy to set up, and but you don't want to be having everything linked to your personal entity. So yeah, I think LLC is a good place to start. Anything else? All right. So anyway, so let's get to your homework assignment. For your homework, I want you to do the exact same thing I did, but do it for League of Angels. All right. So if you go to your where's my thing here? And so if you go to all right. So if you go into your once you get into your Rockstar Alliance account, you're gonna see these 3 offers: League of Angels, second page, and League of Angels third landing page. Okay, SOI stands for single opt-in. So here's League of Angels, and it pays $250 per conversion. All right, and basically it's a game as well, and has some sound, which is good. And this is what you get paid for. They fill us out, confirm password, bam, you get paid. All right, so they got to fill out the email, password, confirm password, and you get paid. All right, so these 3 offers right here, League of Angels. So here's the thing, you need to do exactly as like I did. You need to figure out you need to do exactly what I did. All right, so You want to do League of Angels. You got those 3 landing pages to test. You need to figure out an angle. Figure out. I will give you a hint. League of Angels falls into a category of games called MMORPG, which stands for mass something something role playing game. I can't remember what the hell it stands for now. Oh, I know what it is. Mass multiplayer online role play game. All right, so it is a MMORPG. So you could maybe look for something along those lines. Also, it is. Let's see what else could we say here. I just give you a hint. Like if somebody plays one MMORPG game, then they may be interested in playing another. Okay, so you could look up popular MMORPG games to maybe figure out a starting point. Okay. Now, as you can see from the picture and stuff, it's probably not. I don't know. I don't know if they have any kind of age limit or nothing. But this game is definitely geared towards an older audience, not just for like little kids. All right. So so keep that in mind as well. So that's it. So your homework. We want to set up a PPV campaign for League of Angels. And if you feel so inclined, absolutely. I mean, hopefully you will feel inclined, but run a campaign. Actually, do exactly what I did. Set it up. Go like $20 at a time, and see if you can optimize. Cut out the stuff that's not working, add more stuff that is working, and see if you can get it profitable. All right. So that's your homework. League of Angels. Matter of fact, I'll put it in all hints. It's a and if you have any questions along the way, put them in the Facebook group so that we can help you out. And then we're gonna have you're not really gonna need any help with pages and stuff like that because we're still gonna direct link. So here we're gonna set up a direct link. So like I said, you got 3 landing pages there. So you can test and see which ones work. And keep in mind, like certain landing page might work better for certain traffic, for certain targets. So they may end up, you might have to split up the campaign because you may find while you're split testing that certain targets work with certain ones. So then you can break those out into their own campaign and do it like that. All right. So that is that. And you can, again, go through the same exact steps. I'm going to send you this Word document as well as soon as I get done, I'm going to convert this recording so we can get that out to you as quickly as possible. Steve is actually working on the members area right now. Actually, it's done. He sent me I looked at it and checked it out and everything. So we're going to get this uploaded into the members area, and then you should hopefully have that like later this evening. But either way, I'll still send out the replay to everybody, so you have access to that. All right. Anybody have any questions? What do you guys think? Because I've been doing it for a long time, so I was trying to like just make it step by step as possible. So was that today kind of gave you an idea? Is that something you can understand? Everybody good? Are you shell shocked? Anybody? Talk to me. The only person talk to me is Chris. I know some other people on here. Don't make me start calling people out. Let me see here. Ann Connors, what do you think? Anton, Bob Lee, Bobby, Carrie, David, Debbie, Owen, Patty, what do you guys think? Foaming at the mouth to get started. I hear you. I hear you. Zaytonia, how you doing? And said, okay, lots to absorb. Yes, it is lots to absorb. That's why, you got the recordings. You're going to, go through them. But the key to it is really not just look at it again, but look at it as you're setting it up yourself. Okay, look at it. What I did, you can pause. You can, so look at it as you do it, yourself. So have like maybe one window open with the video, another window open doing doing your thing. Like that is the most effective way to implement, at least, in my opinion. So, all right. Any last minute questions? And again, we're going to expand from this. Okay, we're going to expand from this. This is PPV. This is just step one. Okay, next week we're going to talk about at least one other traffic source, and we're going to expand this campaign even further because it does convert pretty well. I mean, the next step is to once you have an offer that converts really well, then you want to send more traffic to it, from more traffic from other traffic sources. So we're going to start doing that next week, and I'll keep you guys posted too, since I'm running this campaign, and you saw me add all those targets. So I'll keep you guys posted on how it's going. All right. All right, you guys. Again, ask questions in the Facebook group. As far as support, you can email. How should we do this? Why don't you email? I don't have a support email set up. Yes, right now, if you need anything, just email info@superphil@rockstar.com. Info@superphil@rockstar.com.